Hey everybody, welcome back to Growing Super Hot Chilies. We're going to do a progress video on the topping of all the plants, and we'll start right down here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to name a lot of the plants for you right now. I used a red Sharpie on the tags and the sun made the red bleed right off, so I can't, they're not readable. So sorry about that. Once the pods start coming in, I'll be able to tell you what most of them are. I only know a handful of them right now. So anyway, let's get to it. This is our bushiest plant that was topped, and it's getting crazy. This thing has probably 20 or 30 shoots coming out of it, and plenty of flowers that are starting to form on it. So it's doing great. Hopefully the others catch up and start looking like that real soon. All right, here's the next one. Some of these are gonna have real big fan leaves on them from when I left from the topping. I'm gonna be cutting those off and trimming some of them up soon, so. All right. All of my plants are now, they're starting to form flower buds. A few of them are actually pushing pods, so I'm just gonna let them do their thing now. Unfortunately, since I had them out here, it's been raining and storming pretty much non-stop until this week. It's been nice this week, but they got overwatered from the rain. I haven't been able to give them any nutrients because I didn't want to overwater them even more. So once they dry out a bit, I'll be able to give them another dose of their nutrients and give them another kick start. All right. Real quick, this one right here was the baby moruga that you saw in the last video, not topped. So that's going to be a good plant to compare to the others. So you'll be able to see where if you top them, they'll be like this, and if you don't, they're going to have a lot more shoots. So right down here, it's getting a little bit of growth. It's starting to try to push out little nodes on the fan leaves, which it will, and it's getting some growth there on the bottom. But compared to the other plants, I mean, this thing just looks kind of barren. All right. Let's get these other ones going. After all these, I'll show you the overwinters. They're definitely pushing pods, except the Butch T. It should be doing that shortly. Oh, right here, the Bohemian Goat. It's pushing. Let me move this gently so you can see. It's pushing some pods there and here, and I believe that's it. So the Bohemian Goat's pushing pods, and the white habaneros, I'll show you in a minute, they're pushing pods as well. Alright, this one, I think it got the most. I checked the soil on this, it's just completely saturated and it's staying real warm. So it's just stunted, but it still has a lot of shoots coming out of it, which is what we want. So, all right, back here, this is one of the white habs, and this is the other. If you can see on this side, something got in at night and just ripped every one of these off. I mean, this plant was pretty much identical to this one, but yeah, it got stripped out a little bit. But this one, you see here, getting some pods coming in. There was some pods over here, but those are gone now. This one, I thought it had a few pods on it. Yeah, there's some down low here. Right there's a little pod coming in. So the habs and the Bohemian Goat, they're pushing pods. So yeah, that's it. That's the top plants, and it's been, I believe, just over 3 weeks. And when I topped them, they had 2 or 3 leaves each on them, and now that's what they look like. It was real hard for them to push all the new growth out of it, but now that it's there and it's established, given the same time frame between topping and now, mid-month of July, I'm going to make another update video, and I expect these plants to double in their size. But we'll see. I've never topped before, so time will tell. All right, right here's the overwintered yellow ghost pepper. And I gave this one a nice trimming. The inside of this plant right here, it was just full and impacted with, you know, shoots and leaves, and it just didn't look healthy. So I cut all that out, and now it's actually getting some real good growth on it. Tons of flowers. We've got a pod here, pod down here, and this pod, let me get in here. This was like the super node. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flowers forming in one pod, right in this little cluster right here. So, and up here, I mean, the clusters are just crazy. There's tons of flowers coming in towards the center of the plant there. Right here, the Carolina Reaper. We're getting plenty of pods in on this. And the first pod that was coming in, right there, little runty pod, but it's ripe. And as you can tell, that one's not true to form, just because, you know, runty peppers, they grow funny. But the one behind it, it's got a stinger. The one up, there's a couple up there, they have stingers on them, shooting out, they're getting their little tails. So, you see this one, there's no stinger on that one. It's that might be a runty one as well. We'll come over to this side. Alright. I thought there was a few more. Yep, here's a couple here. This one's getting a nice little stinger, as well as that one. That one right there, it's getting a nice stinger on it. They're real small yet, but until they start getting real big. And last, the Butch Tea, it's getting a lot of leaf growth, and it's starting to push out tons of flowers. But what happened with this one, it dropped its first round of flowers. It dropped every single one of them. But now it's coming in with more. And I believe every flower that had dropped on this was replaced by 2, I want to say, because there's so many flowers in there. It's gonna be a lot of pods on this when it starts pushing them. So yeah, guys, that's it. Like I said, I was a bit scared and weary of topping the plants, but they're showing good progress, you know. And we still have, you know, July, August, and the beginning of September for them to grow and push pods. The beginning of September is where we're kind of pushing it. You know, the weather's going to be dropping down, but you know, in that time, I think these plants are gonna make a big turnover. So, you know, if they can keep up with this one on the end, I think they'll be all right. So, yeah, mid-July we'll do another update, and you guys can check out the progress then. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.